Welcome to our channel. The stunning hair transformation of Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart's hair journey is almost as diverse as her impressive acting career. Over the years, Stewart has experimented with a multitude of styles, colors, and cuts, reinventing her look numerous times. Her longtime hairstylist, Eder Abergel, perfectly encapsulated Stewart's hair evolution when he told in 2021, "Throughout the years, we have done so much. From her iconic Twilight days of long, dark, undone hair, to shaving her hair and bleaching her out, to tipping the ends of her hair in red dye to match a channel nail color for the Met Ball, to most recently coloring her hair into a coppery butterscotch that was a nod to pin-up girls from the early 40s and 50s. However, what sets Stewart's hair and style transformation apart is her unapologetic authenticity. The star has never been one to shy away from sharing her thoughts, opinions, and style with the world. And when it comes to hair, this means that the actor isn't afraid of embracing her edginess, messiness, and masculinity, which make her who she is just as much as everything else does. The early 2000s, Kristen Stewart rocks natural, dirty-blond locks. In the early 2000s, Kristen Stewart entered the entertainment industry with dirty blonde locks. Many might be surprised to learn that the actor actually has natural blonde hair. In 2002, the tween gained recognition for her portrayal of Sarah Altman in David Fincher's thriller Panic Room. For Vanity Fair, Jodie Foster, who played her mother in the film, revealed that she was very impressed by Stewart's talent. Kristen was incredibly mature in some ways, and grounded and very calm under pressure. The Silence of the Lambs star said, "She was an incredible listener, but then she'd say something so childlike that you'd be like, 'That's right, she's only 11. Rocking a chin-length layered bob, Stewart's youthful and carefree spirit perfectly matched her hairstyle. At the time, young Stewart was embracing a tomboy style, and her bob haircut was anything but preppy. Instead, she opted for subtle layers she casually kept behind her ears. The young star always wanted to act, and with her talent, she certainly had a bright future ahead of her. When I made my first film, The Safety of Objects, I was like, this is it. This is the feeling. I've been chasing that ever since," Stewart admitted to W magazine in 2022. "It's that sense of creating something together with others. It was exciting to see how many versions of myself I could find." The young teen goes for a darker shade. As the mid-aughts approached, Kristen Stewart slowly began to find her way in Hollywood, and this was also marked by a change from her natural blonde locks to a darker shade. The young actor continued to land roles in notable movies like Cold Creek Manor and Catch That Kid, but her big break hadn't happened just yet. Opting for a rich chocolate brown, Stewart's new hair color perfectly complemented her features and added a new dimension to her look. Surprisingly, the brown shade appeared so natural that many surely assumed it was her original hair color, especially as she was still a teen when she had it dyed. Even though she was still just entering the scene, Stewart already hinted at the fact that she could rock a variety of hairstyles, something that she'd go on to confirm later in her career. 2005 to 2007, Kristen Stewart embraces blonde again. In 2005, Kristen Stewart embraced her blonde roots once again as she continued making waves in Hollywood. Still in her teens, Stewart opted for blended highlights with slightly darker roots. With her blonde locks, the actor sported a layered haircut with a long side-swept fringe that perfectly framed her face. Whether styled with a middle or side part, her hair always gave us an effortless yet stunning look. Stewart's hair became a defining feature of her look during this time and perfectly suited her role as teenager Lucy Hardwick in the 2007 movie In the Land of Women. Every now and then, the young actor would elevate her blonde locks with a fun updo for red carpet events, showcasing that she was willing to explore different styles, not only with her fashion, but with her hair too. And while she was already a silver screen success story, Stewart's big break, the one that would catapult her into a global spotlight, was right around the corner. Kristen Stewart entered what would become known as her Bella Swan era in 2008 as she starred in the wildly popular Twilight series. Portraying the main character, Bella Swan, Stewart's performance catapulted her to international notoriety. The series, based on Stephen Meyer's novels, became a major success story with a total of 5 installments, all of which featured Stewart as the lead. When asked by News how the Twilight saga changed her in 2014, Stewart said, "On an exceptionally obvious note, it's opened a lot of doors, but I've become who I am because of that. It was 5 years of my life." Stewart's hair became synonymous with Bella's iconic look: long, layered brown locks that exuded effortless charm. Her hair captured Bella's laid-back, nonchalant vibe, often appearing as if she had casually tousled it with her hands. Despite its seemingly relaxed style, Stewart's hair always looked impeccable. Occasionally, the star played around with adding some red undertones to her brunette locks, adding more dimension and fun to her overall look. 2009 to 2010, Kristen Stewart goes for a rock star mullet. Kristen Stewart underwent a dramatic hair change for her role as Joan Jett in the biographical film The Runaways, which premiered in 2010. Portraying the rock star required Stewart to adopt a Joan Jett-esque 70s mullet, a departure from her previous looks. The bold hairstyle change was perfectly in line with Jett's iconic rocker aesthetic and added authenticity to Stewart's portrayal of the legendary musician. Embracing the role, Stewart revealed that she felt a deep connection to Jett, so much so that she decided to cut her hair for the role instead of wearing a wig. However, the actor was still playing Bella Swan in the Twilight saga, and for that role, she did need a wig. It was fine. I've worn wigs before. I just felt such a tactile thing with Joan that I cut my hair for the role, she admitted to News at the Runaways premiere. She holds all of her energy in her hands. "I can be Bella without my hair, but I couldn't play Joan without." The bold move to drastically change her hair for a role highlighted Stewart's dedication to her career, as well as her willingness to entirely immerse herself in her characters. And yes, she proved that she could channel Jett's rebellious spirit and rock star persona while simultaneously showcasing all of Bella Swan's vulnerability. 2011 to 2013, the actor embraces long hair. Kristen Stewart embraced her long brown locks as she bid farewell to her iconic role as Bella Swan with the premiere of its final installment, The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2, in 2012. Most projects I've been a part of were tiny. For Twilight, we had 4 years to solely and completely obsess over this one project and be so indulgent, Stewart told Elle that year. So the relief that comes with it is even more palpable. Twilight is something I hold so close, I can't even tell you. 4 years, that's high school, you know? As she continued her journey in the entertainment industry, Stewart kept her long hair, usually styling it in her signature messy and nonchalant hairstyles such as updos and side braids. The star's hair complemented her laid-back and cool persona. In a 2014 interview with The Cut, Stewart revealed her low-maintenance approach to hair care, stating, "I don't do much with my hair. When I'm working, I treat it so often. There's heat or color on it. When I'm not working, I just like to let it be healthy. I don't wash it every day. I like to switch up my shampoo." There's no denying that this approach allowed Stewart to maintain healthy and natural-looking hair while rocking long locks. The star's carefree attitude toward hairstyling perfectly reflected her personality and added to her effortlessly chic appeal. During this period, Stewart's hairstyles were characterized by their simplicity and ease, reflecting her preference for authenticity. If it wasn't clear before then, now it was Kristen Stewart was becoming a major fashion icon and beauty trendsetter. Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.